be well supplied. Now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, if we look in on the little community today, we find Abner in the Jot 'em Down store and Meadowlark restaurant. Cedric is just entering. Listen.
Come in. Oh, just you, Cedric.
Yes, Mom. What about Mr. Lum at?
Oh, he ain't here right this minute, Cedric. And it's a good thing for you he ain't, too.
Mom?
He stole you right out of here.
Well, why? Did I do something wrong?
Wrong? You just helped Squire Skimp and his little plan to run Lum out of business and make a nervous wretch out of him.
I done that?
Well, not quite, but you're working at it.
Well, when did I do all that?
Yesterday, when you come in here with Squire and ordered them oysters on the hall shelf, or whatever it was.
Well, Mr. Squire told me to do that.
I know he did, Cedric. I didn't have to be no Sherlock Holmes to figure that out. You ought to have been ashamed of yourself for doing it, too.
Well, I never knowed I was doing nothing wrong.
Well, I guess maybe you never. But after this, Cedric, when Squire Skimp asks you to do something, just don't do it.
Yes, no more.
That's the best rule to follow around that varmint.
I still don't see just what was wrong. Mr. Squire never said nothing about trying to run Mr. Lum out of business.
Well, Cedric, every day Squire brings somebody in here to the restaurant and orders some fancy kind of oysters, because he knows dad blame well we ain't got none. Then him and his friends get up and walk out of here like this was a no-countess one restaurant they was ever in their whole life. See, what he's doing is just trying to turn everybody in town against this place.
Who is?
Squire Skimp. Don't you understand nothing?
No.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Cedric. Old Lum's going to get even with him, though. Just wait till that Squire comes in here again. Is he going to get a surprise?
A surprise?
Oh, I'll tell you.
Well, that sure is nice of you fellas to give him a surprise after all you said he was doing to you.
Well, this ain't exactly the kind of surprise he's going to like, Cedric.
I hope I'm here when you give it to him. I love surprises. Boy.
Cedric, can you keep a secret?
Mom.
Come over here, man. I just want to show you something.
Yes, Mom. What are we whispering about?
Well, it's a secret. Got to promise not to tell this to nobody.
No, Mom.
Special that Squire Skimp.
Is this the surprise?
Yeah. Yes.
Boy, oh, this is fun. Fun.
Well, now, get yourself under control now. Look in this bucket here.
Mom?
Right here.
I'm scared to.
No, look in here.
Oh, I don't want to.
Cedric, it ain't going to hurt you.
Stand to.
Stand over here now. Look in there. You know what them is?
Oh, let's see. How many guesses do I get?
Them is oysters.
Don't give me no hints now. How many guesses have I had so far?
Cedric, I told you what they are.
I'll get it. Don't help me.
They're oysters.
No.
That's what they are.
Well, I'll be doggone. This looks like a bucket of ice to me.
Well, there is ice in there, too. The oysters are them round, rock-looking things in there.
Them there?
Right there.
Oh, God. Is that what I was ordering yesterday? Well, I never would have did it if I'd known that. Oh, sakes.
Well, maybe that'll learn you a lesson not to go around doing everything that Squire Skimp tells you to do.
Oh, sakes, what a gnarly escape I had. Oh, me.
Well, stop worrying about it. You're just lucky you never come in here, Squire, today, though, or you'd have actually had to eat something.
Oh, what a gnarly escape.
Well, all right, Cedric, calm yourself down.
How do you cook them things?
Well, that's just it. Even if Squire does bring somebody in here today and orders them, I don't believe Lum's going to know how to fix them. I can't figure it out, I know that.
You can't, huh?
No, I sure can't. I throwed a couple of them into a kettle of water and boiling them things for about 9 hours. I can't see they're getting a bit softer, just hard as a rock yet.
Oh, I'll be doggone. Can I catch one of them in the bucket there?
Sure, go ahead.
Can I pet him?
Why, sure, go ahead.
They won't bite me, will they?
Well, I don't think so. I doubt if they're alive. They might have starved to death, because I ain't fed them a thing since they got here yesterday. Well, I did give them something. I set a little can of breadcrumbs in the bucket there, but they never touched a bit of it. They're dead, I'm not sure.
Maybe they weren't hungry.
Well, no, I believe they're dead, Cedric.
Poor little critters. Dead.
Well, now, don't go puddling up over that, Cedric.
Poor little varmint.
Cedric, now, stop it now. That's plumb silly. I don't think they was alive in the first place. I think somebody pulled a trick on Lum and sent rocks.
Reckon we ought to bury 'em, Mr. Abner.
Why, of course not. We've got to starve these to old Squire Skimp. But before we can do that, we've got to figure out how to cook 'em.
Goodbye, little oysters.
Just hope Squire don't come in here before we're ready for him. Hey, you got any ideas on how you might cook them things, Cedric?
Mom,
I tried frying one, but it didn't come out no better. Still just hard as ever.
how about a sandwich?
Oyster sandwich?
Yes, Mom.
No, I don't think so. Feller bite into one of them things, bust half his teeth out. Be better to have the oyster right out in plain sight where the customer can at least see what he's got to work on.
Yes, Mom.
Don't want nobody lost in it. Leastways not Squire Skimp.
How about grinding them up?
Well,
Grind them up like Mr. Lum does the meat for his lumbergers.
Hi, Doggers, wait a minute now. Maybe you got an idea there, Cedric.
I have.
Bounty, that's it. Why, sure, what's the matter with you? Now, why didn't I think of that before? Well, good for you, Cedric.
Good first, Edgar.
Yeah, here, bring that bucket of oysters over here to the meat grinder, and we'll throw them right in there, Cedric.
Yes, Mom.
Like to get it all done before Lum gets back. Prizes.
More prizes today. Boy.
Old Lum will sure thank me for this. He never had no ideas how to cook these things. Yeah, that's it, Cedric. Hoist them right up here and start dumping them in. I'll do the cranking here.
Here, what's going on in here?
Huh?
What are you doing with them oysters?
Well, I was going to surprise you, Lum, but you come back too quick.
Going to ruin me, you mean? Get them out of the meat grinder there. Hurry up.
Well, Lum, this is the way to fix them. You grind them up first, and then you cook them.
You don't do no such a thing. Get them out of there. I've found out how to fix them. You just starve them raw.
Raw?
Yes, sir.
Well, you might starve them that way, but nobody will be able to eat them. I'll tell you that right here and now. Just feel how hard them things is, Lum.
I know, but them's the shells. I found that out. The oysters is inside.
Inside?
Yes, sir. So all you do is just crack them open and starve them right in the shell. Or half of it. I found out what Squire was ordering must have been oysters on the half shell, not on the whole shelf like we thought it was.
Well, I thought that was a cuter place to eat anything on the whole shell. Say you crack them open and the oysters are inside, huh?
Yeah, they're right in there.
Well, I'll be a polka-dotted possum.
That's their little house they live in.
Them little rascals was hiding in there all this time, and we never knowed it. Right inside there.
Well, I do know.
Well, come on, let's get a hammer and start cracking.
Well, just a minute now. Let's not rush into this.
Oh, say, Mr. Lum, the reason I come over here today was to deliver you some telegrams.
Telegram.
Well, why didn't you say so, Cedric? Who are they from?
Well, I don't know. Here they are, Mr. Lum.
Yeah, thank you.
How come Grandpappy Spears never delivered them? Have you got his job now, Cedric?
No, Mom, Mr. Grandpap was over there, but Mr. Dick couldn't wake him up, so I had to bring him over myself.
Oh, well, that's a shame. He waits 6 months to deliver a telegram, and then when one finally does come in, he's found
Well, for goodness sakes, Abner, listen to this.
Huh?
I'm sure enough famous now.
Famous?
Well, I do know.
Well, what is it? What is it?
Lum and Abner, Jot 'em Down Store and Lark Restaurant, Pine Ridge, Arkansas.
Well,
Have had hundreds of requests for your lumburger. Would like your permission to include it in our menu. Also, would you please give us the recipe?
who's that from, Lum?
Signed Benny Van Beck, Mater D, Brittingham's Restaurant, Hollywood, California.
Hollywood, California?
Yes, sir. Brittingham's Restaurant, Granny.
What's that there may be after that Mr. Van Beck's name, Master?
No, I think that's the name of the college he went to. Something
Oh.
like Notre Dame. But listen to this other. It's from Tom Brenneman's restaurant out there in Hollywood.
Tom Brenham?
Yeah. Says, understand your lumburger sandwich is exceptional. Request your permission to serve in my Hollywood restaurant. Please rush me complete details how the lumburger is prepared. Signed, Tom Brenneman.
Does he cook, too? I knowed he wore them women's hats around, but I never knowed he
Don't
cooked.
reckon he's going to serve oysters and breakfast in Hollywood.
Well, he'll have a hat on him if they don't watch him. I'll tell him that right now.
I tell you, I'm really getting famous now, Abner. They've heard about me clean out there in Hollywood.
Who's that other one from there? Where's it from, Lum?
Yeah, let's see. This is, Lum and Abner.
Oh, good.
Pine Ridge, Arkansas.
Good.
Our quick lunchers asking for lumburgers. Stop.
Stop what?
Well, that just says it.
Oh, I thought you told me. I wasn't doing nothing.
Kindly rush recipe and permission to serve to avoid disappointing our many customers and your fans who apparently can't get to Pine Ridge. Faye M. Thomas, Hotel Book Cadillac, Detroit.
Detroit? Well, I do. Hey, look, wait. Look there. There comes Squire Skimp. He's got Snake Hogan with him this time. Look at that.
Let him come. I'm separating this time. You take the bucket of oysters back behind the counter where Squire can't see.
Yeah.
And when I give you the signal, you crack up a dozen of them.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll get it.
Boy, I can't hardly wait till he sets down and orders them oysters. This is the day I've been waiting for all my life.
Come right on in, Snake. Well, gentlemen, how's the Lark restaurant today?
Oh, just dandy fine, Squire.
Oh, well, that's good. Sit right down here, Snake.
Yeah, okay, Squire.
I brought my friend here in for some of your famous cooking, Lum.
Well, good. Proud you did. What are you gentlemen going to have?
Well, let me see now.
Some nice oysters, I suppose.
No, I don't believe I feel the mood for oysters today, Lum. I'll tell you what sounds good. What we want is 2 orders of cream crab flakes and a watercress salad, I believe.
Put the oysters back on the hall shelf, Lum. The gentleman has changed his mind.